Welcome to Boo Crew Case Files. I'm your host, Bree Schroeder. Joining me today is Mr. Charles Johnson. Charles, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Bree. Thank you for having me.
So this is kind of a continuation of a story we did previously for Agnes, who lost her life in 1904 after a surgery that went wrong. So now we're going to tell the story of Dr. T, who was the doctor who operated on her. Again, just a recap. For privacy reasons, I'm not going to give Dr. T's full name. He was a well-known doctor in the community that practiced prior, ongoing, and after the whole trial piece. So a lot of respect to him for keeping a strong face through the hard times there. This is the story of Dr. T, a well-known doctor in the Whitman County community. This is a continuation of Agnes' story and the events that took place for Dr. T. Dr. T was arrested for manslaughter just weeks after Agnes died. Dr. T was one of the oldest practicing physicians in the area and is well known throughout the community. The trial was taken to the Superior Court June of 1904. He was charged with manslaughter by unlawfully, willfully, and feloniously slaying and killing Agnes. This was the most sensational trial held in Whitman County based on newspaper reports. Numerous witnesses, including many prominent physicians whose testimony would be considered expert, were reported. As the trial continued, reports stated Dr. T was charged with having caused a criminal operation not necessary to preserve life. Testimony in the trial indicated that the operation had taken place at Dr. T's office March 1904, and he had administered lots of medication which failed. 7 hours and 30 minutes. That's the time it took for the jury to deliberate and find Dr. T not guilty. Dr. T continued his practice in the Whitman County area after the trial. And when we just finished that story for Dr. T, it's heartbreaking to think about, a doctor that's dedicated his life to helping those in the community and having this sort of malpractice situation, a surgery that's just gone wrong. Whether it was necessary or not, we don't necessarily know, but the strength that he continued to show through the trial and even after by continuing to administer that health in the community, I think just shows what an honorable individual he was. So we'll go ahead and start the PHASMA box and see if we can communicate with Dr. T or if we can get anything from Agnes.
Doctor, was Agnes' surgery necessary?
What was wrong with Agnes? Let me catch that. I'm talking.
So, right after I asked the question, I thought I heard a voice say nothing. What happened during Agnes's surgery?
I heard she was ill. Did you say she was ill? How long did you practice medicine in Whitman County?
Was there any wrongdoing?
in the 1900s when medicine was still new. What was your most prescribed medication or treatment, Dr. T?
I worked with Pop.
Doctor, are you with us?
Any injection?
Did you just ask if we need a surgeon? Did you just say we can't see you?
Are hurting.
Do you have any comments, Dr. T, on this story? Doctor, I think you were very brave to continue your practice after that ordeal with Agnes, and I just wanted... People needed you, yes, and you showed great strength in the community that was going through a difficult time for what you were having to go through, so major respect there for you, sir.
Potential keyword.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we...
10 minutes.
So maybe there's some residual coming through. Thank you for any of the spirits that communicated here with us right now for this session. So after that, I'm not sure. I felt like there were some responses to some of the questions that could have been Dr. T. I know we previously conducted an experiment where we actually used the doctor's full name because it wasn't like this is, but at that time when we asked if he was here, the response was no, he's not. Hopefully that was him that we were speaking with, but definitely a lot of respect for the situation at hand and how he carried himself through it and remained innocent and was found not guilty. What do you think of that? Do you think we were speaking with him or just getting mostly residual?
I think it well could have been a case of both. It seemed like we were getting some responses from him, but maybe some residual as well.
A mixture of the two?
Right.
Yeah. Well, that concludes the Boo Crew case files here on Dr. T from the charges of negligent homicide, basically, through surgery back in 1904 with Agnes. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Want to check out St. Ignatius for yourself? Tickets are available for tours at www.colfaxhauntedhospital.com. Schedule your tour now.